do 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 do. Wow, what an intro!
Sully and Moody.
We're getting good at this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one.
Now? Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Except I think that was actually Green Day. You're probably gonna copyright it because it was so perfect.
That'd be so funny if we posted this and then they took it down. They're like copyright. That was
they got all the money.
Yeah, horrendous ripoff. Dude, welcome back, Drew.
Dude, so how was Minnesota? So the reason we haven't been here is because I went out of town and then Moody went out of town, and in between I've been sick back and forth.
Yeah, I got sick. Drew got sicker
twice.
What was Lil Wayne say? He said the beat was sick, but I was sicker.
Dude, be careful. I don't want to get 2 copyrights.
That's
I don't
right.
want to split our money.
First 30 seconds, double copyright. Dang.
It's like, just send them a check, bro.
So yeah, Minnesota was cool. I mean,
Thayer went with you, right?
Thayer went with me, my little baby boy, 4 months old.
So let's and then your in-laws, correct?
Yeah. So my wife's family, all of her family is from Minnesota, mom and dad's side. So yeah, I've been up there a few times. It's really pretty. Minnesota's cool. It's where Prince is from, by the way.
A land of 1,000 lakes.
Land of 1,000 lakes. A lot of fresh water.
Right? A lot of fresh water.
What's that?
God, dude, bass on bass on bass.
Got so much bass.
I heard there was some good bass fishing.
Dude, Lil Wayne loves bass.
Yeah, dude, you totally got me on that one. That was really good.
Bass. Bass.
You know who loves both of those?
Who's that?
Will Gates.
Oh,
shout out. He loves bass.
Dude,
he loves bass.
Oh, really loud, to be honest.
Turn that down, dude.
Golly, guys.
Turn that third mic down.
100th episode, we still haven't figured it out. But yeah, dude, Minnesota's cool. Lots of water, good family vibes. Went to a wedding. Brought the baby up there. Traveling with babies is crazy.
Turn it a little bit down from where you were at. Remember, you just get slightly.
Hey yo, I'm right here.
Perfect.
Yep. But yeah, I traveling with a baby, man. Ooh, yeah, it's something. On a plane. Wow.
Did you take Delta? Of course
we did.
You did. I already talked about this. Hey, so
yeah,
did you take a stroller though?
I did, and a car seat.
So you were able to just slide on through security?
Nope. We had it packed up in a bag. We found that out in the middle of it. We were going in through security, and I had the stroller like in a bag, like a travel bag. And so, because Thayer, the baby, was in a carrier on just his chest. Mm-hmm. And when we walked through security, the lady was like, there was a person with a stroller and a baby in front of us. And the security lady was like, all right, you go that way. And she's like, you get special assistance. And then we're walking up with a baby, except the baby's in a carrier. And I'm holding a piece of luggage.
Well, I told you to bring your stroller.
I did. The baby just wasn't in the stroller. But like literally, I had the stroller in one arm. No, it was in a travel bag.
You're carrying a stroller?
I know. Well, I was carrying a stroller.
Because it's one of those like car seat stroller things. It's all one piece?
2 different ones. I had one bag, a travel bag for a car seat, which we checked. I had another bag, another separate bag that holds a stroller. And then I had a suitcase, a backpack, a diaper bag, the whole works. Well, this one lady walks up with a kid in a stroller and she goes, you guys go that way. And we're like, okay, I guess they get special assistance. And then like we walk up to her and she's like, in the stroller, you get in the regular security.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait a second. So if I just took this baby out of this carrier and put him in the stroller, you'd get special assistance. Mm-hmm. But why didn't you just tell us that?
Do you think she didn't see the baby or?
No, she did, because the baby was literally right in front of her. The baby was right here. Just sitting on us.
So on the way back, though.
You see like Minnesota the dad just like You know what I mean? Like I'm struggling with like, 4 different bags. Jesse's back is hurting because the baby's on her chest. And
Why
the lady's
wouldn't the
like,
baby be
nah,
in the
you got to
stroller?
go through the regular security. And at Hartsfield, there's like 4,000. It took us over an hour to get through security.
Yeah,
it's like 4,000
me
people
too.
there.
Yeah, it's really bad right now. And you went on Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah. And we were dropping David off too because he was flying to Florida. So we had the whole family there. It was crazy.
So you lined those tickets up good.
Yeah, real.
Did he leave just before you?
We ran to the security gate because he like almost missed his flight. That's how long it took us to get through the airport.
Yeah,
because of the little kid.
That's the worst feeling. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We ran. It was like out of a movie.
Well, now you know.
Yep. And then David got on. He was like the last one on the plane, and the guy shut the door, to the airplane.
Yeah.
And 4 other people came running up to the gate after him, and they started banging on the door. They're like, "Hey, let us on, please, let us on." And they did get him on, but it was just funny. It was like, out of the movie Home Alone, where they're like running through the airport, like Kevin gets lost, so that's why he stays home.
No,
actually, that's
Kevin
the second one.
Yeah,
second
Kevin
one.
actually gets on the wrong plane.
Yeah, he gets on the wrong plane. That's the second one. No,
his family flies to freaking Chicago. No, his family flies to like.
He goes to New York.
They live in Chicago.
Yeah,
he flies to New York.
He goes,
and his family goes to Paris.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like a different country. That's right.
And they're like, "Oh, bonjour, bonjour,
bonjour,
bonjour."
They're like, "Our son is in New York. We need to get back to him." And they're like, "We." Let
me check my computer.
Yeah, you'd play a good French guy.
Yeah,
with that mustache,
dude. I'm a great actor.
And also that as well. Yes, and you have a good French accent.
Oh, bonjour.
Oui, oui.
A banjor.
Banjorno.
Okay, so
Minnesota
when you flew back,
crazy.
though, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter because the Minnesota airport is like
super small.
Yeah,
comparatively,
you just walk.
I got through security like that.
You just went through the normal security.
Yeah, I went through the security. I was like the 4th person in line, and I got right through. The only thing with Minnesota security is they like scanned the bag, and we had the breast pump in there, and so they scanned it, and it went to the other side where it has to get like personally checked, or like the person actually physically opens it and checks it. When your bag gets flagged.
Right.
So it got flagged, and the lady was like, "You can't have breast pumps in here." When we said electronics, we meant everything. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So they took the breast pump out, and then the bag, they put it back through the security thing. And so the breast pump got through.
They're so mean.
Yeah. And then the bag got flagged a second time. It was like, you watch it go through the scanner, and then it either goes straight, which is good, or it just goes to the right and then on another track. Well, I'm sitting there, everybody else has gone through, so they're just waiting on me. And I like watch the bag. I'm like, cool, the breast pump comes through, we're good. And then the bag goes up to that thing, and I'm like, sweet, one last one. And it goes like this. It just goes back through the other track again. And Jessie has this like electrolyte powder that she uses, and they thought it was drugs. So they tested the electrolyte powder for drugs, and it was fine. And
Dude, it wasn't for drugs. It was for like gunpowder residue. It's the stupidest thing. It's like,
they wipe your hands.
Shot someone, and then did they do that with her?
Yeah, they wipe your hands with this thing, and then they put it in a machine, and then they slap you across the face.
Yeah, exactly. I get that in Seattle. Last time I went in Seattle, they treated me like that. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, I think it's a random thing with the gunpowder residue. I mean, it's like, that's so dumb. I haven't shot a gun in weeks,
Right. And that's how they solve like a bunch of murders. When was the last time your wife
shot a gun? I think it was like her four lives ago.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, past lives is a real thing. Do you believe in past lives?
No.
No? Okay. That's a different pod. That's a different podcast.
Yeah. Stop talking about it.
Minnesota was
I could
awesome.
I could entertain it. I'm sorry.
We got back successfully. Thayer actually did really well. All we did, feed him, made him sleep, and then when he woke up, like the boob was right in front of him, so he'd just eat more.
And she had like a blanket. She could just sit there and do it on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he just would poop himself, and so it's all good. Everything was maintained. We sat in the back of the plane.
He's small enough to where it's easy.
Yeah, totally.
They're not screaming yet. No. Is he even allowed to scream yet?
Oh yeah, he's a very verbal kid.
Yeah,
very verbal kid.
I've heard it. A little brat.
Yeah. He just does little pterodactyl screams just out of nowhere, just because. Yeah. But yeah, Minnesota is cool. But how was your trip? What I wanted to get to is how was your trip? Because I heard some things.
Dude,
what was going
Pittsburgh was radical.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So I can't tell everybody the trick that I learned about getting extra miles, even though you didn't utilize it.
You gave it to me. I sent it to Jess, and she was like, "That'll get you like a drink at the Delta Sky Club."
Well, your flight only got you 1,000. So, dude, a flight
it's
there
crazy
and
how expensive those are.
It's a flight there and a flight back, 5,000 miles.
Ooh.
And I got 1,000 miles and 1,000 miles for the flight.
Really?
So I got I got 7,000 miles when I could have gotten 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, you're
so
you're
it's
a wild one, dude.
Why not do it? It's free. All right, so
free. Break it down.
If I told everybody, then I'd have to kill them all, and I can't do that. I'm only going to kill you.
Yeah, it's a ton of people. It's logistically, it doesn't make sense.
Me killing everybody?
Everyone, yeah.
Well, I've got.
I mean, just me. That's easy, but yeah. You could put something in some chocolate milk, and I'll probably drink it, and would never know the difference. I love chocolate milk. Can you tell?
I do too. I could. The problem with chocolate milk is it's impossible to not just drink it all in one. It's I know, man.
Hey, Drew,
my kids are always like, I want a soda. Yeah. I want a Sprite. I'm like, dude, you want chocolate milk?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, I want a fucking Sprite.
I remember the day I found out Yoo-Hoo wasn't actually chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's like water? Chocolate
drink. Yeah, even on the bottle it says chocolate drink, and I was devastated. It's like, dude, this is crazy. Good, it is really good.
It's weird that it gets gathered at the bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Started at the bottom, now we hit. You think that's what Yoo-Hoo says every time you shake it up? Like, started from the bottom, now we hit.
Yeah, like shake the booty, shake that booty. What? Shake the booty. Something like that. I think.
Yeah,
it could be yours.
So, dude, I want to hear. So you went to Pittsburgh. Where'd you go to Pittsburgh for? What were you doing up there?
We went to go see Pearl Jam.
Shoot.
So we got there on Friday morning. We were going to see Pearl Jam on Friday night. So we were leaving on Sunday afternoon, and we got there on Friday morning. And the hotel was right across the street from the Pirates Stadium.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. And so we could see the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium right down the street too. And in between there's a stretch of bars.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was a college. It's a college bars at night. I didn't realize that. I guess there's colleges right there, but it is really cool. I'm sure on game day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we were really wanted to go see a Pirates game, but the Pirates are out of town, so we were like, bummer. But right when we got there, we saw people going in and out of the stadium, and we're like, what's going on? They said there's a high school baseball team or tournament going on, so we were able to get in for free and go walk around the stadium. Yeah, it wasn't even the Pirates that we wanted to see; it was the ballpark, So we just
almost just as fun though.
Sit right behind home plate. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah,
go sit wherever we wanted.
And high school baseball is fun to watch.
Yeah. It was a weird. They had tarps kind of in front of the home plate and then around the mound. That'd be tough to play with, but because they're trying to keep the grass nice.
Oh,
it wasn't tarps. It was that soft, over grass mat that they have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you watch them warm up.
Yep.
And they have that
So they had stuff. That around the mound and around.
They
the
had
plate?
a donut around the mound, and then they had. Or maybe it was just in the front, actually. Maybe it wasn't around the mound. It was just in the front. Because, the pitcher's always going off the front of the mound.
They are. Always.
So, always.
Especially when they're charging home plate. Or if the catcher's charging the mound or the batter's charging the mound. Yeah.
The catcher's always charges the mound. That's the thing about baseball. If you didn't know that, that's how you get points.
Well, they do, yeah, because the catcher always needs to have like a really, really quick conversation with the pitcher. So he charges the mound. He's like, "I got to talk to you. I got to talk to you." Yeah, he's like, "Next pitch, you're gonna throw a change up."
He's like, "Hey man, settle down."
yeah.
Settle down. Let's get a strike right here.
Yeah. So, that was sweet. So that's cool. You stayed like right in the middle of the city then.
Yeah. So that was like maybe like 12 o'clock or so. And then, so the concert wasn't until like 7. I guess that's when we got there. But so, we hung out there for an hour and we walked up because they just started selling merch for Pearl Jam at the stadium. So at the hockey arena where the Penguins play. Okay. It was like almost a mile away. So we like kind of walked around. We walked across one of the bridges. There's like the 3 bridges. Really, there's like a million bridges because there's the 2 rivers come together right there into the Ohio. That's where the Ohio starts.
Ooh, okay.
So it's like, those 2, the McEnany and the Sully.
The
2 rivers. Yeah, the Allegheny and the McEnany.
Oh, nice.
Mahogany or something. I don't know.
Mahogany.
I think
I've heard of that.
It's pretty close. Damn, I practiced it so much the whole time because I didn't want to sound like an idiot. Yeah, I can't remember it all.
But, dude, hey, life has a way.
Yeah. So there's 3 bridges that are really cool. One of them's named after the baseball player. That's the one we went over. And walked to this. Okay, sorry. Walked to the stadium and the line for merch. People had been out there since like 8:30 in the morning, I guess.
What?
Dude, it was like around the stadium.
No way.
Yeah, around the Penguins.
Is this stuff arena. You can get online, or is it just like that?
Well, no, specific dude, they had to like really cool specific. They had like a Penguins jersey, but instead of saying Penguins, it said Pearl Jam. Really cool shit. Yeah, they're really cool stuff. And my brother wanted that so bad, but it was like, we're not going to sit here and waste. We're only here for 2 days, and we want to get everything in. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, yeah, it's not worth it.
So then we walked. Go ahead.
No, you're on track.
No, I want to hear your question about the merch. I'm going to get way back to the merch. There's a bunch of merch.
I feel like you'd be in that line. You'd miss the concert. It took so long.
No, because once the doors open, they move the merch store inside. So I guess that was another secret people were talking about. Like, no, dude, you should have waited in line to get inside because then you could have been the first to get. Then people weren't thinking about that. But either way, by then it was all sold out. A lot of the cool stuff was sold out. Gotcha. But then they're like, oh, the new stuff will be brought out on Sunday because they play again on Sunday. So they're going to bring out new stuff again. So there's like all these theories about the merch. It's like, and all of it changed. So like the next day on Saturday, of course, like it's all the new merch was there again. Yeah. It was like they just re-brought it out. I think they just take it in because they don't want people to miss the show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're just like, it's sold out.
Yeah.
They have another truckload that's waiting for tomorrow,
100%. Yeah.
But it's okay. Like they literally tell everybody something different.
Oh, really?
It's not a big deal. Yeah. So because I waited till the show started and I ran to the merch line, and there wasn't a single person.
Oh, really?
There was nothing but like the t-shirts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no jerseys.
No, nothing cool. No, they had like skateboard decks. Like really nice skateboard decks, like all sorts of cool stuff. That was like, damn, dude. But those were probably like $200. The jerseys were 150. So it's not like I was gonna buy any of it. My brother wanted something, so I got my t-shirts. That's all I wanted.
Dude, how cool was the concert though?
Oh, dude, it was so cool because they, every song that you remember and you're like, oh, dude, I forgot about like that was a hit back in the day.
Yeah.
They played all of them. It was like 25 songs or 26 songs. But the craziest thing is that on Sunday, they'll do another show. And apparently every show, the set list is completely different. Different order. And like they change out like 10 songs.
Oh, wow.
Every song I wanted to hear they played.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have to play so many of the hits. But Pearl Jam has a lot of songs. They've been around for a while. And they still sound good. I mean, his voice.
It sounded exactly like. And then they have like a new young guy that does like keyboard and he plays guitar. And so they played a couple songs that he was on their newest album, and you could tell that he took a lot more part in the newer one, because you could tell he was really into it. But dude, the original guitarist is so sick. He was like ripping the guitar with his teeth. I was like, what the fuck?
He's wild. Yeah, he's amazing.
You don't even think about them as being like hard rock.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but they're on top, dude.
I have a funny story about it though. During the show, there's a guy next to me that literally fucking passed out, and they had to stop the show for him.
Were you in general admission, or were you?
No, I was in the pit.
In the pit. Okay, yeah.
That's
kind of what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. So you're in the bottom section in front of the stage.
Yeah, and so if we waited to get in, and waited in line, we could have got to the front, and they throw out like so many tambourines and so many like guitar picks. They were like throwing out just like handfuls of guitar picks.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
But it's like we got there at 7. The show started at 8:30, and we sat in the bar for a little bit in there.
Yeah.
So we're really good at kind of like splitting up and meeting back, and getting right into a good spot right in the middle.
Nice.
So we were right in the middle.
Nice.
It was good.
That's it.
But the guy right next to me passed out, and
what was he doing?
And I was like, oh no, he probably cracked his head so hard on the.
Oh, like that? Like
I don't know. I mean, he must have fell on somebody. Yeah, he fell back, but I don't know because he seemed okay. He's just a little lightheaded, so he was laying on the ground.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "Stop the show!" Like around me. And I'm just like, and they weren't stopping, so I was just like, "I'm not." This is a good song they were playing. Like, I can't. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, I know that song.
Oh,
yeah, man. They played that.
Did you?
It might have been Even Flow.
Could have been. Should have been.
It was Jeremy. They were playing Jeremy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how Jeremy goes. I know that it was Jeremy because, my brother was showing me the set list on a website. It was like, it said Jeremy, and he goes, "Song stopped 1 minute in because of somebody passed out in the pit." And then they started from the beginning after that. He had detailed on each song, because people are weird about that. My brother follows that shit. Like when we go to every concert, he looks at the set lists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was funny. But the guy was laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And he looked up. He was like,
"Oh no way! Really?"
From the ground.
Good stuff, dude.
And we were like, okay, we're gonna help you up. Like not me, but the guy was next to me, because I was like, I'm not. And so finally they're like, wait. So finally they got the message to stop the song now. But the guys helped him up, and he goes, "Okay, I'm good." And he goes, fell right back down, dude. It was like he was such a bro. He was like,
"Oh my god, yeah,
I'm good,
dude."
and so I had to go pee right after that. I had sneaked out, and he was sitting there in the wheelchair.
Oh, no,
he was out there sitting. He's like, "I think I'm gonna be okay."
I think,
in the lobby area right next to the bathroom. He's like, and all the paramedics were around him, and he's in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
It's like, "I think I'm going to be okay." And then the paramedics are rolling him out of the building, and they accidentally let go, and his wheelchair just goes into the middle of traffic, and he gets plowed by a truck. And then he gets up and he's like, "I'm good." Oh god. That's like you remember Austin Powers? I think it was Will Ferrell. They pushed him over a cliff, and he fell down the mountain. And they were certain he was dead or something.
It was Will Ferrell. He's like,
and he wasn't dead.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Call an ambulance.
they just walk away from it.
It's definitely broken.
It's definitely.
He's like, "I'm gonna try to move it." Yeah.
Oh,
I said, "Who does number 2 work for?" to somebody the other day in the bathroom, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
No way.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Is that because that movie's old and we're getting old, or is that because people were just dumb? Austin Powers is a great movie.
People are just dumb.
That's what I say. People are just dumb. That's my general attitude towards life. Now, Yeah, that's a great movie though. Dude, that's so funny though. That's like I could picture it when you told that story of like every second.
Good.
Yeah.
There's another good story about the concert though. Is leading up to it, my brother was like, "Oh yeah, the tickets, they might be kind of iffy. I really hoping they work." I've had a lot of anxiety about this last few months.
No way. Where do you buy them from?
I was like, "What are you talking about, you guys?" Because when I got on the waiting list, I got the tickets like right when they went on sale, but they weren't the tickets I wanted, so he's like, "I wanted the pit." I was like, I understand. So what he did is he went to go resell his on aftermarket.
Yep.
But Pearl Jam, I guess, is a strict policy. It was like no resale.
Gotcha.
Like they want you to do it right, just like they are with they're so weird, like with their merch and stuff. They're like, nope, take all this stuff down. We want them to watch us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, don't sell merch. Yeah, it's like whatever. I understand it. Yeah, but, they love their craft. They think that it's an art form, and it is. So they want you to enjoy it, but they don't want you to like make money off theirs shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So, but that wasn't even the point. That's not even what my brother was trying to do, which sucked. But so he, so then he bought the tickets on an aftermarket thing as well. What's it called? What am I trying to say? A resale?
Like Vivid Seats or like
something like that, right?
Yeah.
So he got the ones he wanted. He did that, and then there was like some sort of issue, and then he sold his for like the same price. So it wasn't like he lost any money doing it or anything like that. But
right.
What was I trying to say? I'm sorry. So it comes to a point where it's like, okay, we'll get back to you when it's time to do this. And I guess like 2 weeks before the concert, it was like, oh, there's an issue. Please contact this person because I guess they don't allow the resale. And there's a big issue. And so it was a big complication. And the only way that it ended up working for the guy that he sold the tickets to was that he had to give his password and his stuff to his Ticketmaster account.
Oh,
and so he had to go and take off his cards and stuff. And so that guy, and so the message he messaged after the show, he was like, "Thanks, bro, it worked." But the ones that my brother got, it was a different website, and the website like literally gave him like a hacked barcode with the thing moving across it. You know how it's like the little moving barcodes.
Yeah,
and it was like a fake one, but it worked. My brother was so nervous about him. He was like, I mean, it looks real, but it definitely is fake. But it was like it wasn't like we were doing anything wrong, but it was just like,
right.
Yeah. But it was just weird because he had to give the person his Ticketmaster account.
Yeah. He had a lot of trust. Pearl Jam fans, though, I feel like are pretty stand-up people.
Right. And everybody in Pittsburgh was there from somewhere else, it seemed like. We only met like 4 people going to the concert that were actually from Pittsburgh. Everybody else was from New York or from Connecticut or like some, Minnesota. Just ringing his hell.
For real.
And they were all there for the entire weekend to see both shows.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, why not? If they're different shows and they're switching it up, it's perfect.
Right.
It's like Fish fans. Fish fans go and they'll like watch a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
But they do.
I mean, who doesn't love the smell of fish?
Fish. Stinky. Yeah, I've seen some weird stuff in those pits or general admission, whatever you want to call them. I parted the Red Sea one time though, but I did it with pizza. Yeah. I just like went at this show. They had these like really long slices of pizza, like bigger than a New York style. It was like really long, and they put them on these plates. And I like I was already in the front, so I like left, and I like, getting through all the people in like the pit area where everybody's shoulder to shoulder. It's like really hard to navigate. And you just have to like get through and weasel your way through people, at least there. And when I came back, I was like, this is going to be impossible. But I had like 6 slices of pizza on my arm. And I was just told every person I ran into, I was like, I got to get this to the front. And I just had like all this pizza on my arm. And they were like, oh yeah, no, dude, just go by. So like, as I'm like running, and then people, in front of me are telling the people in front of them, they're like, this guy's got to get through. This guy's got to get through. He's got pizza. And I'm like just carrying pizza, and I'm like freaking all the way to like through thousands of people. I parted the Red Sea with marinara sauce and cheese on bread. It was amazing.
Sick.
Yeah, it worked.
Are you okay?
I also was
you're not still sick, are you?
Balls. Yeah. No.
I gotta get through.
I gotta get through. I gotta get this
picture
pizza to the front.
To
the front.
And did you eat all 6 pieces, or was it for the front?
It was for my whole group. It was like I had slices for
front.
everybody. Yeah, and when they turned around, when you're under the influence of psychedelics, like, if somebody leaves the group and comes back, it feels like an eternity. It's like a whole, like the situation changes, right? Somebody leaves and then there's a new situation that you're experiencing. So when that person comes back and creates another new situation, it's like, whoa, like, where were you? Like, you've been gone for hours. And it's
I love that so much.
Yeah. And it's only like been 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah. I think I heard that somewhere. Go ahead. Sorry.
But no, I show up and I'm like, I enter the situation and I just have all the pizza, and everybody's like, oh my God, how'd you do that? Like, I just went over to the concession. Yeah. But
that's awesome.
Rad. So we all ate pizza.
Yes. I think I heard that somewhere. Like, when you're tripping, like any change of environment is always like, whoa. Like, it's always like,
right.
Are you like, it's like, I have to get up off the couch and go to the kitchen. Like, that's so crazy, dude. You have to get up. Like, you're like, whoa, it's like so bright in here. It's like everything is so funny.
Yeah, it's just a new situation.
You get your own little cozy ball, and then you're like dancing at a concert, and then it's like, wait. You like turn around, you're like, whoa,
yeah, there's all these people, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I didn't see that there because I wasn't looking at it. yeah,
it's funny.
Wow. So, but dude, so we were texting each other when you were there, and you were at a bar, and maybe this was like, was it the second to last day? Yeah, you were there.
I was there for 2 nights.
2 nights. Okay, yeah. So it was the night before you left.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't see the second show. We left on Sunday.
Nice. But you were saying you were getting heckled by some
dude, I got bullied.
College kids, really. Yeah.
I got bullied, straight up bullied.
What happened?
So my brother I like to do karaoke. Remember I told you there's like that strip of bars between the stadiums? And we're like, oh, straight. It's like right outside our hotel. Let's walk down. Like they do karaoke at this bar. Dude, it was maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock when we started, and right about our second song, it just like filled up, just full of like young kids, like literally like 20-year-olds.
Nice.
I guess probably 21.
Yeah,
college kids, and so my brother and I, we both had another song and but then there's like, my brother and I both did a song that was like, turn around.
No, classic.
Yeah, so I did that part, and he did like, get a little bit closer, and that seemed to get everybody like, oh yeah, they were singing along. It was fun.
Yeah,
Zach Howard.
Oh, dude, fag.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. He's funny. Is he Atlanta's funniest? Nope.
We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. At Atlanta's funniest Helium Comedy Club in Atlanta.
Oh, he's definitely not Austin's funniest.
Yeah, somebody signed up for both. What? Who's that?
I've got Sky Miles.
It's this guy right there. Well, I guess am I pointing to the right direction to you?
No. Nope.
So I have to point it that way.
Yeah.
To point to you. Oh man, on my screen is different. Dang.
Look, that's you.
So you go to this bar, you're singing karaoke songs, you get to the second song, people fill up.
A group of girls, and then there's a group of guys that were like standing around us, and they were obviously together, and the the group of girls went up for a song.
Nice.
And like I literally wasn't talking to him. I was not being a creep. I'm not like my brother and I are just like karaoke fans, and we were getting ready to leave because it was like, all right, we're not gonna be able to go anymore. So let's get out of here after the song that we both put in. Like we both each put in a song.
Yeah.
That we were waiting for. And so we were just being whatever, and the girls all around the stage, and they were like, "Hey, come up here, come here. We need help. We need help." I'm like, and I just ignored them forever. I was like, "What are they talking about? They're not talking to me." And then the guy behind me was like, "Hey, they're talking to you." I'm like, and so I was like, "You guys?" And they're like, "Yes, come on."
What?
And so I was like, "Okay." And so I like walked on the stage, and they're like, "What are you doing?" What? I was like, "I don't know." And then the security guy was like, "You can't be getting on the stage with girls." I was like, they just
what?
Whatever, dude. And I was like, "Okay." And I was just so pissed. And they were like, and then the guys were all laughing as soon as I got down.
So you think they were just like playing with you?
They were literally fucking with me. I swear to God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because all the guys started laughing, and they're like, "Dude, they needed you. Why, you know?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, dude." Chill.
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like, you know, whatever. Like, don't talk to me, bro."
We told you to do something you weren't supposed to do.
It was like, why don't you fucking mind your own business, dude? Yeah, I'm not even talking to you guys. And then apparently, so I was like, I told my brother, I was like, "All right, dude, I'm leaving." I was like, "I can't be here any longer with all these kids." And so my brother got back and he goes, "Dude, right after you left, the girl grabbed onto my brother's shoulder and she said, like said something, and he was like, he goes, 'What'd you say?' Like in her ear. 'What'd you say?' Because it was really loud, you know." And she goes, "Ew, don't talk to me, don't touch me."
What?
And like flailed away. It was the same girl. And then the guys go, "Hey, dude, what'd you say to her?" Like the same guys that said that to me, they said that to him.
Right.
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "I'm leaving." It literally, I was like, "I'm leaving. I'll meet you back." He goes, "All right, I'm gonna get my song in." That's what he said. And then that happened to him, and he left. It was so weird, dude.
That's crazy, dude. Dude, screw that.
I was like, why do people just think? I understand it's funny to like pick on like a weirdo or a creep in a bar, like, but we weren't so dumb. We were minding our own business.
Oh man, no, that's like that bothers me
off
so much. It's so
bad.
dumb. Yeah, it's the dumbest. It's not even funny. It's like there's like pranks, and then there's just like that, which is like obviously they're just trying to pick a fight. They just like want to fight somebody or pretend like they're gonna fight somebody. So dumb.
Right. You like act. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like, don't worry, babe, I got you. We set up this scenario where this person would get really upset, but I'll handle it. Don't worry. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it was like I just was like, okay. Oh man. Yeah.
It pissed me. I wish, dude, Drew, I wish I was there.
Yeah, I would have never like started a fight or anything. I'm like definitely not that kind of guy.
No, me neither. But I just wish I was there.
It was like one of those things where I went back to my hotel room and I texted Moody and Zane. I was like, dude, these kids just fucking pissed me off.
Dude, in Pittsburgh too, of all places to do that.
I know, everybody's the nicest people in the world.
In Pittsburgh, giving Pittsburgh a bad name, dude. They're probably out of towners. They're out of state schoolers. They're probably from freaking California or something.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, dude. Probably not.
They have that. What's that? They have Carnegie Mellon.
Ooh, Carnegie Mellon.
That's where you go if you want to be a professional douche.
like cantaloupe or something. I love cantaloupe. Are you talking about different types of melons?
I like these type of melons. Fair knows about those melons.
Yeah, hands off. They're mine now, Dad.
Yeah. Does he have nails? Is he grabbing the with nails?
Dude, every time he goes to eat, I swear he's done this like multiple times. He like goes up and he's like about to eat, and he just looks up at me and he's like, and he smirks, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!" He knows, dude. He's too smart. He's 4 months. He knows. One time, I swear to God, he flicked me off. He was just like, he's like, he's like, that's crazy. And I'm like, Jesse, are you seeing this? And then she looks down and he's like, and she's like, he's so cute. He's so cute. I swear to God, he's playing me like a fiddle.
Little boss baby, more like bitch baby.
Shit. Oh God, yeah, he's a good boy though. I love him.
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy. You had a pretty sweet in 2 days. You did. You guys like got a lot in.
We got so across the river. There's like a mountain. I didn't realize it. Like Pittsburgh is so effing hilly.
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the Allegheny Hills, dude. I don't know what they call them.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's a freaking. They call it Mount Washington.
Oh no.
And there's like a steep ass. Did you see that picture of Pittsburgh I sent you? Like from the top of a fucking mountain.
That is true. Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, and that's across the river, and there's like a little trolley thing that like cranks you up the hill, and it's like maybe 1,000 feet or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to Google it, but and it used to take the workers. It's like the original trolley they built in like 1900.
Ooh,
it used to take because all the neighborhoods are at the top of the mountain. It's like literally a plateau.
Yeah, there's a lot of mines out in Pennsylvania, dude. I had a friend who used to be a miner out there. Or his family used to
they're not miners. It was where the steel mills were on the river. So it'd take them down to the river. Oh, dude, frack.
They do frack. They do mining. They do all kinds of stuff in Pennsylvania.
You know about
fracking? They got hoagies. They got a lot of hoagies out there in Pennsylvania. They do. They do a lot of hoagies. Yeah, did you get any good food while you were there? Because Pittsburgh does have good food.
We never made a point of it. Usually we'll make a point of it. I even brought a nice outfit. But we did so much other good stuff. We did on Saturday. We took a bike tour.
You did?
Oh, it was so cool, dude. We went to the Heinz. Dude, we did I
love
so
bike
much.
Tours. I was about to say in 2 days you did a lot.
Okay. Yeah. So stadium concert, the trolley. This is on Friday. The trolley to the top of the mountain.
Dang.
And then and that was cool because it's like crink, and then you get to the top, and then it's like $2 to get up, $2, and it's like all the money they make just goes into funding it. It's like one of those public things that they keep open.
So wait,
it's like a Pittsburgh special thing.
Pay $2 to get up, but if you don't pay the $2 to get down,
they
never
even took
our
ticket to get down. So it's like whatever. They would have just let us. It's not like anybody took our ticket, so
they just leave you up there.
It's like a neighborhood up there. It's like Johns Creek at the top.
Like Little Springs?
It's like Little Springs.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
No, it's not like that. It's like an old, like northern neighborhood, where all the houses fucking look like old wooden houses and shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's like old. Everything's old as hell, dude. That's where they used to make steel. So the workers used to go right down to the river and make steel.
Yep.
Smelt.
One of the original colonies, man. Back in the day, that's where people came in. The Northeast is like old ass U.S. You know what I'm saying?
His name is Brandon. I just saw that on a text, but I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Brandon, the guy who heckled you?
No. I just saw a text you sent me. I don't know why. I just answered it. Hey, so like back in the day, everybody would ride from the neighborhood down, and the thing would just run all day. And there's two of them, so they're like.
Oh, they go back, yeah.
And the model of the trolley is the same model of the trolley that Mr. Rogers uses, the one that pulls up, because Mr. Rogers is from Pittsburgh.
Ah, nice.
It's not the model of the trolley in Mr. Rogers is from the one in the trolley that I'm talking about, but the one that in Pittsburgh goes like this, straight up a hill.
Right.
Instead of like coming like a train.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool. I like that.
So Mr. Rogers is from Pittsburgh. The Heinz Museum is in Pittsburgh because the ketchup, they used to make all sorts of food, but so I got a couple shirts for Bud and Lucy.
Nice.
And they say I put ketchup on my ketchup.
Shit. Yeah, that's probably true too.
With a Heinz bottle. It's pretty good.
Real true. Yeah.
And so the bike museum. So all throughout this, we're walking over to the arena and checking on the line for merch every day, even on Sunday. Yeah. But it was always too long. We were like, fuck that. God. We're not wasting time because we got to do all this other stuff. So we did a bike tour. It was 4 hours long. And I was like, my brother scheduled it, and I didn't know what to expect. And I didn't think it would be 4 hours long. I thought it was like 1 hour or something like that. Yeah. But it was really cool because we rode like all around the city and went to 5 different breweries and got beer at every one of them. Nah. And in the tour, like they paid for a beer, like with our ticket, like we got a beer, but you could get more beer if you wanted to.
Right. Oh, so that's
that
amazing.
Was sweet.
That was sick.
And then we got the best. Food. We got snacks at one stop, and then we got food at another stop. It was a really cool bike tour.
That's the best. Yeah, I love bike tours because I think it's the best way to see a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And you get to exercise and stuff.
Right,
fun.
But you can do electric bikes too now, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Because, we're strong.
Yeah, we did a bike tour in
Minnesota?
Paris, and that was cool. Not in Minnesota. We went over to Paris last year. That's the only bike tour I've ever done, but I was like, this is how you should tour like everywhere, because on the bike you can just like take your time. You can stop in weird spots. It's not like a bus or a car and it's like you're beholden to the streets and like you have to go. Like a bike, you can weave in and out of people. You can stop and chill on the curb, like, and it's like just going around and doing your stops, and you're outside, and if the weather's nice.
Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah. The weather was really nice.
Yeah.
It was like rainy. It's kind of like the weather has been throughout the day. Today was how it was.
But not
the
too
entire
hot
time there.
Though. But not
it was
too hot though.
But it was a little bit cooler. So yeah, it was it was really cool. Like we had the risk of rain. At one time it started to rain right when we walked in somewhere, but then it stopped right away.
Yeah. And then that's when you're like living kind of on the edge, It's a little
It was even more fun. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. You keep looking up a little bit. Like,
yeah. You do. You look up the entire time, like, is it coming? You're like trying to remember because you're in Pittsburgh, like, which way north is south is. I did that a bunch. Like, is the clouds moving this way or that way?
Yeah.
Like, which way are the rivers going? Right. I did that so many times. Like, awesome. Where's the landmarks? You looking for like the bridges and stuff? Yeah. I love.
You see
traveling.
The guy in the wheelchair from the concert? Like, oh, hey man.
He's like thumbs up. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Yeah. He's like, you're like, I don't know if he knows what thumbs up means. He's like, help me. Help.
His head is like split open. There's a puddle of blood behind him. Like we can't even dance anymore. We're all slipping everywhere.
Yeah. Jeez, guy, get your blood off my feet.
I know. I wore my concert shoes.
Yeah, come on.
My sister always said, when you go to a concert, you dress like your alter ego.
There you go. Nice. That's a good. I like that. That's a good. That's a good.
Because you always dress a little funky when you go to a concert. I always wear like tank tops.
Oh, really? Just like
I haven't recently.
Like thin strap tank tops. Like spaghetti straps.
I wear spaghetti straps.
Yeah.
And I wear spaghetti straps and put a little bit of like toilet paper on my nipples.
Oh,
just to poof them up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
No, actually, last time I went to I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the times I went to Weezer, I was wearing my tank top. It was in Atlanta. It was storming really bad right before.
Yeah.
But I was just a mess. And we were in the pit, and he was in the song where he's like, if you want to destroy my sweater. So he's like, towards the end of the song where he's starting, really rocking. He's like, and then he pointed at me. He goes, "If you want to destroy," he points at me. He goes, "My tank top." And my whole family looks at me and they go, "No way!"
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was like,
yeah. Go Drew, dude.
That's a real story, dude.
That's a real story. I love that. I could see that, dude.
That's why you wear tank tops.
Weezer being a Drew fan, not the other way around.
Bruce Springsteen tried to throw me a shirt, but he couldn't get it to me.
Damn.
I don't know what it is about these rock stars. They just love me.
Love Drew. You need to be up there.
They just love my energy. So, hey, did you go to a wedding? Was the wedding really fun? Did you get wasted?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the wedding was fun. Although the wedding was a lot of fun. It was Jess's cousin, younger cousin. It was a girl getting married to this guy that's really cool named Mikey. And it was like this big glass. It was like all glass house in the middle of like Minnesota farmland. So it was super cool. But it was like colder outside. And then when you get inside the glass house, it's like the greenhouse effect because the sun's coming in and it's like super warm. It was like a really interesting experience. And they didn't.
Was there AC or anything?
No. Well, they did pump in some air. Yeah. So that's true. They pumped in some air. But the floors.
Was it glass or was it like tarp, like clear tarp kind of?
It was glass. It was legit. Even the place was actually called the Glass House of like whatever. And the floors, it was just mulch, but then they put plywood over it and then some type of laminate flooring. So the floor was kind of like this a little bit, but it was
like on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look up the Glass House in Minnesota, you'd see it.
No, dude, I'm not looking up shit.
Yeah, dude.
Can you see right now?
Yeah. I see you.
Good.
Big dog.
Right. Minneapolis?
No, that's a different one. Glass House.
Where in Minnesota did you go?
It was near Shakopee, Minnesota.
Ooh.
Shakopee.
I love that.
You like Shakopee?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one that pops up is not the right one. There's a different one. There's literally another one called the Glass House. And now I'm a liar and everybody hates me.
Yeah, that's okay. We already knew you're a liar.
Yeah,
Remember
exactly.
I've talked about that.
Actually, that's why we're on this podcast today. We're exposing Chris to get canceled because he's been on a tear of lies.
This is his
Chris, a coming out story. Now, Chris, how long have you been lying?
Chris, what else you lie about?
I was just thinking of a really funny stand-up joke the other day about like a battle rapper, somebody who freestyle rap battles, but he's like in the closet, he's like gay behind.
Okay. Okay.
He's in the closet, but he's like a battle rapper, and like one of his battle raps, he like it accidentally slips out. He like admits that he's gay, like in the middle of a battle rap. It'd be really funny. And I have an example rap about it, but yeah.
Have you seen the new documentary on Netflix about that? That's a real thing.
Nuh-uh. For real?
Yeah. You didn't even need the soundbar for that one.
I didn't. Thanks.
I heard that. No, there's the new documentary on Netflix about I can't remember his name.
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
The big controversy is like he has like an outfit malfunction, and the only reason he can make his outfit work is like if he tucks his dick. So like he has a malfunction, everybody sees it, and he's like, I have a dick, I swear.
What? No. What was this?
And then he's like, but I can't. I'm not going to show you my dick. I'm not going to show you my dick. And
yeah, like
he's like, cut the lights. Cut the lights.
Right. Oh, that's crazy.
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's a guy from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really?
It's like a fake documentary,
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was about to say
about a pop singer that like was in a rap group, but now he's a pop singer.
Andy Samberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
The controversy is that's the controversy of the movie. It's so funny.
Yeah. Is that movie?
They're like, wait,
is it called Pop Star? That movie?
I think so. I think so.
That's a great movie.
You saw it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It came out in 2016. Yeah. Pop Star? It came out like 2016.
I feel like such an idiot.
Dude, Drew, come on, man. You're not an idiot.
It's got like all the famous people in it.
Yeah, I think they just added that to Netflix like recently though, because I feel like I've seen that on the home screen now. Yeah, that's what it is, dude. It's not your fault. I have seen it. It's a great movie. Really funny. Andy Samberg's a genius. He's a comedical genius.
Yeah, I'm just upset.
Why? What's going on?
I didn't realize it was too. I wouldn't be hyping up the movie so much if I knew it came out.
A lot of people probably haven't seen it, dude. You're putting Popstar on the map. All of our listeners, they probably never seen it.
Yeah, I know. It really wasn't. I really didn't like it that much.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't.
Is it the Woodland Glass House? Glass House? Woodland Glass House?
It might. Yeah, I think it is the Woodland Glass House.
Like it's spelled German. Like Woodland Glasshausenburger.
Oh, that sounds like it. Glasshausenburger.
was it a Glasshausenburger?
That's actually exactly where it is. The Bavaria Downs. Yeah, because we actually turned into somebody's driveway and actually almost ran over their dog when we were trying to get to there because there's like these people that live right next to the venue. But that is the one. See how it's like just a glass house?
Yeah, but it's framed.
Glass house.
I see there's black framing to the house.
Yeah, there's black framing.
Everybody understands what you're talking about.
It's steel and glass. They do lie. I lie. They lied. I'm exposed.
It's not completely glass. I was like, what if it hails or something? You mean?
I know they have to. I don't think they've thought about everything.
I don't think they.
I don't think they've really
structurally safe.
A glass house.
This is D. Sully.
Hey, don't throw stones in a glass house. All right.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
He who throws the stone, in a glass house may break a window. I think that was Sigmund and Freud or something said that.
All right, hold on. Before we end this, I just wanted to have ChatGPT give us a quick topic or game or something to do. No, okay.
ChatGPT. This is gonna be us in 10 years when ChatGPT takes over. ChatGPT. So dumb.
Okay, ready?
All
right. Florida man or fiction? You want to play?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Okay. Let me read the rules. Okay. Each of you takes a turn reading wild headlines. I'll just read them all, and you're going to be the test subject.
Okay.
The other has to guess whether it's real Florida man news story or completely made up. Bonus points if you add ridiculous but plausible backstories for the fake ones. I wasn't supposed to read that one out loud. It's like, who gives me the bonus points? Chat. Are you ready?
Yep.
Well, first one. Florida man tries to outrun cops on a hoverboard. Says he was testing for Elon.
No way. Yeah, I think it's real.
Sounds fake.
It does sound fake, to be honest. It was fake? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big.
Idiot. Okay, next one. Florida man steals alligator from golf course, tries to teach it to say hi.
Fake.
That was real. That one's real.
Dang, that was good. I kind of thought it was real, but the teaching it to say hi, that one's like, yeah, but was he though? You know?
Was he? I know. He, really? He probably wasn't.
And then how far did he get? Did he actually get him to say hi or? Okay.
I think he did.
All right.
We were going to go see the new Lilo and Stitch. Speaking of
a new one?
Talking pets.
Yeah.
But speaking of high, but Mamie said it was woke. I was like, we were about to go see it with the kids.
They're All movies are woke.
They're all woke. Who cares? Let's go see it. It's a fucking movie. Who cares? Okay. So next. Yeah, she said they took the service worker out, like the FBI agent, the big FBI agent service worker guy. It's like you're not being a good person, whatever. And they're like, because they didn't want the cops to be bad. You know, the cops are like scare people, I guess, whatever. Who cares? Yeah. So Florida man arrested for throwing spaghetti at his mom during an argument about laundry.
Real.
That's real.
Dang, thought so. Spaghetti's a common tool of darkness in Florida.
That's a Florida thing. Y'all just wouldn't understand. Shit. Shit. All right, Florida man robs Wendy's with a finger gun, demands all the Frosties.
I think that one's real for sure.
That one's not.
Dang it, I wanted it to.
Let's try. Florida man drives a stolen police car to get his other stolen car back.
Yeah, no doubt. That's real.
I've seen real.
That. Yeah, I've witnessed that. That's crazy.
There is one last thing I wanted to do. Let's check on Carl.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, and then I gotta split daddy.
Me too. I gotta pee. I'm in bed. Okay. Carl update. AI girlfriend trouble.
Oh no.
All right, folks, time for another update on our Carl. The man who froze himself in 2005 and woke up 20 years later, still rocking. Oh no. Dang, I have that screwed up. Okay. He's fallen hard for AI girlfriend he met through a smart fridge app called Chillmate. Okay, I'll let you go. There's nothing good.
R.I.P. Carl. I'm sorry.
If loving for Gino is wrong, I don't want to be defrosted.
That was good.
All right, see you, brother.